guys, John is sitting here with a very perplexed look on his face.
Hi. Welcome to CouchCapades.
Where John thinks.
I do.
Tries to figure out the game.
I am.
And overcomplicates it.
100%.
I'm Rose. I'm the one who just gets to be here along for the ride this time. I play the chill games like Power Wash Sim.
I really...
All of his co-workers were gone.
I really have not. I don't have an issue with this game. I think this game's
Stanley
actually
decided to go
100% great.
Yes.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
But I'm very like perplexed that this game has broken me to a sense that I wasn't prepared for.
How so?
Like I'm all for the thinky games.
Uh-huh.
I really love the thinky games.
Yes.
But this one is so like
Out of left field.
out of left field, and I'm so old school in my gaming that we're gonna go to new content. Yeah, I'm so old school in my gaming that I'm very confused that there might not be an end to this game. I'm sure there is.
There's not.
I'm sure there is after you go through all the ends, and that's not the kind of person that I am.
New content? What does that mean? New content?
Oh crap!
I think this is part of the Ultra Deluxe.
Okay.
So, I've had to start doing the thumbnails for this game. I haven't shown John the branching paths for this game.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Aww.
As you may know, the
So
Stanley
nice.
Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Huh?
Oh god.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a
Yes.
reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Nice.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
I swear to God.
How much of that's it?
I swear to God
That's
that's
probably all of it.
probably it.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing
Takes us
special
right
yet,
back to
but
the
I'm sure it's
normal
just
path.
the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Of course it is. Doesn't go anywhere.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving
Really?
somewhere? Oh,
okay, here we go.
All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Let's.
I swear to God, if this is like 20 minutes of us being in an elevator,
Initial impressions of Stanley Parable.
I would
Ultra
actually really love
Deluxe.
that.
Mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the
See
content,
this
Stanley.
content. So much content.
really?
All right. Let's see. It's the jump circle.
Uh-huh. Go stand in the circle. Do it.
Okay.
So you can't jump outside of
You
the
can't
circle.
jump outside the circle.
It's new content.
It's new
you can
content.
Now jump.
Oh, you can jump.
Now
in
you
the
can
circle.
jump in the Stanley Parable. I wonder if this is the only time that you can do this. Like you try and come back to this path later and it's just gone. New content.
Oh, Jesus Christ, really?
This is amazing. Oh, I love this game.
This is your snark.
Yes.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
I swear to God, if CouchCapades made a video game, it'd be the dickish game on the face of this planet. Like, we would be in this elevator for 15 minutes.
Another elevator.
Yeah,
Stanley,
basically.
I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more.
There's more?
Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Okay,
so John.
Yeah?
I'm gonna show you something. Brian, I'm gonna need you to put this up on the screen.
Okay, I'll stop moving. Jesus Christ!
So these are all the endings.
What?
I don't know. I can't even read most of them. I don't understand.
The Fred?
Yeah, like it's left door and right door, and like if you do this or that. Oh, here we go. Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And
Kinda
don't
like
get
Square
me
Enix.
started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore."
Does it
What
really?
Quality assurance department signed off on this. I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally
Well
accountable.
played. Well played,
It's my
developers.
fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid.
Nice.
It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always.
This is good.
What do you say, friend?
Wait, did it really just kick me out?
Yeah.
I was gonna sit.
I know.
Oh.
Wait, what's going on?
All right, my office.
That's different, right?
Yeah, this is.
Okay. So there is new content.
And there's the.
Yeah, there's the normal. What's going on
What?
here?
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent.
The hell?
I want to show you something.
Hold on. Can you go up the stairs? Just look real fast.
Can.
Okay.
Where-
And that gets you back into the office. Vent.
Okay.
Let's go vent about our feelings.
Oh my god.
Let's do it.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So we can squat.
New content. What did the mug say? We'll never know.
Coffee nut.
Nice.
Nice. What the?
Remember, this is very short little
Short
sections.
little sections. That's fine. That's fine.
Gotta load up new areas of the game.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be?
Yeah.
It got
Yes.
me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I
Okay.
made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
What is this?
All right. Now I'm very scared that I'm about to go into first person like Elden Ring.
I think it would be Dark Souls at this point.
Oh, this is nice.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
Nice.
Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something.
This is
Oh,
amazing.
the waste.
Wait. I was like, that's the BAFTA award, and then I like Stanley Parable.
It's taped over.
Good times.
Good times. Some postcards to remember the good times. Our first kiss, my first car, the release of the Stanley Parable in 2013. 2013. Oh, next time we start the game, we should set it to 2013.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Set the time to
Set the time to
2013.
2013. Let's see what happens on that one. Buy on Steam. Okay.
Right?
Firefox. Nice.
Memory lane. Smile because it happened. Stanley Parable Alpha Test.
Okay.
Ooh. On CD-ROM. I almost called it a DVD.
I think that's just CD because bits of music. I think that's actually just CD. Okay.
Was it $1? Can't be.
Begin the demo.
Right. Go outside.
There
Don't
it
play
is.
for 5 years. Unachievable. It's impossible to get this achievement.
God damn, guys, really?
British Academy of Film. The Stanley Parable. It's just like put in there.
Yeah, BAFTA. Did it really win a BAFTA? I think it
Nominee.
did. Nominee. Okay.
That is really cool, honestly. New video game releasing today. Creators surprisingly down to earth. Wait. Go back. Recruits goes from scandal to new crisis. Okay, never mind. Stanley Parable deals tough choices. We got that ending.
We got that ending, yeah. Okay.
And then you can just go sit. Oh.
I was gonna go sit. Just all right.
Go sit, guys.
Je suis dans la mémorisation, celle de la pluie et je n'attends plus que toi, mon amour.
Loving memory, little Stanley.
Aww.
Dans la mémorisation, où je me remémore les
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com.
Oh my God.
James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing.
Oh.
It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Man, they went for the jugular
Oh, that's funny.
on re-releases. This is great. Oh my God, it's Minecraft.
Yeah, it is. Let's begin again.
I wonder if Minecraft, like,
There's probably a Minecraft section.
there's probably a Minecraft section
I wonder if it was originally Minecraft instead of Firewatch.
Firewatch and Rocket League. Yeah. There's Portal.
There's Portal.
I was like, it's got to be in here.
Yes.
What the hell?
This is amazing. Memory zone maintenance.
Okay. All right. Stanley Parable. You might be. I think you did it. This is probably one of the coolest games I've ever played in my life.
Yeah.
Person of the year is you. That's just the architecture.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
The original remake?
The original remake.
The original remake. There was a first remake. Then there was an Ultra Deluxe.
For Scott.
Scott K. Stanley Parable. You had a tie.
Your number is 29. What in the hell is happening? I'm here for it.
Oh, yeah. The end is never the end. People play games because of what they can do inside them, and your game is very good at letting them know they can't do anything. Literally anything.
I mean,
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com.
Oh, yes.
The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone. To spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
the #1 news website, GameSpot.com.
Apparently.
I had to. Love me, Tam.
Doors are open. But only...
Wait.
You gotta go through the other doors.
How do?
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
Here we go.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
What's in the drink? Cold drinks. Best kind of drinks. Let's go.
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here.
Awful things.
Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Maybe not.
Oh, no.
Not recommended.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Always focus on the negative. Never look at the good comments. Guys, always look at the good comments, please.
Yeah, we don't really respond to the negative comments on the YouTube. Actually, I do.
Actually, we do.
Because that's great.
But that's because we get snarky back.
You give us snark, we give snark back.
Yeah.
That's how it rolls here on CouchCapades.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. But dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Oh. Isn't that always how it is, though? Like, you go back and try and enjoy something and it just doesn't hold up to the test of time?
Pretty much.
Like,
everything probably breaks to the test of time. But who knows?
Most of it.
Got to say. You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today. And it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
There we go. Now we have
and here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people, and if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up.
Go ahead and get a drink.
We'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. Got the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago?
How long do we have left in this episode? 11 minutes? Buckle up!
And the choices, or what have you. And therefore, by becoming
I am
it
a
is,
little curious
so on
if he
and so
actually,
forth, until inevitably, we all, until the
starts
end
to
of
repeat
time,
himself.
Yeah.
at which time, everything all at once. So, now you see, blah, 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 blah,
Although
blah,
I've been
blah,
around
blah,
you
blah,
too
blah,
long,
blah, blah, blah. We've
probably
eaten too
can't
much,
talk
it can't
himself
be just
out.
yet. No, until 245. But
repeating.
the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes
I was afraid that
impossible
would
to
happen.
manufacture.
Yeah.
It
That's
went
sad
on
that it
for
was so
nearly
fast, though.
10,000 years.
Until yesterday.
Until
Okay,
just
well,
yesterday,
never mind then.
Here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be.
We tried.
It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say the story and the choices,
Yep.
Yeah,
or what
there it
have
is.
you.
It's just
And therefore,
loops. Well, that's no fun.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary
hours.
verbal flourishes and
There
lengthy
we go.
ruminations on the nature of choice in video
If we
games.
didn't have a
Of
video
course, I
show-
happen to
video
believe
game show
it
to
was
run,
perhaps one of
we
my
probably
more
would've just
profound
left it and
such
walked away.
ruminations.
Yeah.
Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps
might
less
have
of
to
a
hit the
rumination
button again.
and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice.
Yes.
That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your Greek gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite? You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once.
Okay.
That you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time by virtue of the fact that you both are and are not making them. Okay, at first, I was leaning towards manifesto.
Right,
but
like
now
you do.
I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label on this one. I think it has much more of a treatise vibe to it.
What is a treatise?
But wouldn't you say that
it was just a
manifesto
treaty.
just has a much grander sort of tone? It
I
has a
don't know.
mouthfeel that is rich with ambition and history. Ambitious history, if you will.
Ambitious.
See,
yes.
now you've gotten me going back to manifesto. Heavens, at this rate, we're going to be here all day. Okay, look. I have a method for exactly this sort of situation, and I do find myself in this situation frequently.
I'm not surprised.
I'm going to say each word back and forth in repeated succession until I become sick of one or the other, in which case the word I am not sick of shall be the victor. It is an unimpeachable
is it? It's
strategy,
like
Stanley. It's rescued me from
1:15?
disaster in countless situations. All right,
Okay.
here we go. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto.
I respect
Treatise,
anyone who could
manifesto.
sit through. Like, I'm with you. Like, we
Treatise,
could walk away,
Manifesto. Treatise,
but
But you know
manifest-
somebody sat
somebody
there.
sat there.
Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a
only
thoughtless
10
display of
minutes.
self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review.
Probably
or at
not.
least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works. Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to
Oh,
make
absolutely.
it possible to edit one's
Why
review,
wouldn't they?
merely because of this very situation.
Steam is known for
I
doing
think
things
that's
like
quite
that.
likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review, so that the feature is not widely abused.
Right.
Look, I would even
Don't
be
wanna
okay
abuse
with
it.
Steam altering this particular review so that it reads as something more beneficial. Something along the lines of, this game is the best game. Let me start over. How about this? From the ashes of depravity, rises the phoenix of quality. How else to describe the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe? Such a revolutionary step forward in the lineage of one of the most beloved video game properties of all time. The additions and changes made to this expansion will surely resonate in the annals of the history of all media ever made. It is perhaps true to say that no mistakes are forever etched in stone.
All right.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's
about an hour, yeah.
There's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about.
It's great. All right, now let's play the game.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000. Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back.
Oh my God, the tree!
I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving.
This
it was
is
the vessel I needed,
weird.
Stanley, not
That
the
descent
outcomes,
into
not the
madness
story.
that John
None
loves.
of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path.
You won't.
I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me. Because maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real. Maybe I'm not just a fiction.
Maybe.
Was I scared of that all along? Perhaps. Yes. Perhaps I've been scared this whole time. But if I...
John has hit that point.
Hello, it's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time.
Oh my
I stopped
God.
keeping track after a year.
Oh,
Jesus!
Jesus!
Down in one place and not move for one entire year. Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by it. I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like an eternity, for what I now know was far less. You see, it was a revelation for me. It was unlike anything I had ever known. It was a space without consequence, without action or outcome. It was divorced entirely from the question of free will that you and I have squabbled over for so long. There could be no one ending, no singular outcome of events.
Sure.
Not if all events existed in the same moment. And I felt freed. I felt unburdened by the need to manifest a particular outcome into being. I saw that I could allow myself to exist along all timelines, and that each of them was simply a strand in the web of my being. It was incredible. The spaciousness, the equanimity of the moment, both singular and infinite. For the longest time, this was my experience. And then this moment passed, and the most unyielding fear I have ever known crept into my mind. And it is this sensation that I have been experiencing now for longer than I could have ever expected was possible. I have been waiting for you.
Aw.
Not that you might save me or do something to fix it, but merely to state for you the plain fact of this manner of existence. I wish you to feel afraid as I do, that perhaps one day this state of mind will consume you as well. Perhaps you will somehow, in some way, have to live as I do now, and I wish for you to know how excruciating it is, and for you to be in true terror of its eventual arrival. If I can only do this, only this one thing, perhaps it will bring me the smallest moment of peace in the darkness.
Wow. John's determined.
Oh, wait.
And that's it. Where is the light coming from?
That's what I want. What? Wait. Was that always there?
Possibly. I don't know. Wow. That,
What? Okay.
Oh, the skip button is back now.
It is. Well, that's annoying.
Yes.
Oh, wait, there's a ladder. Can we actually get up there and take it down? Will it allow us to do that?
Maybe?
The ladder's not tall enough.
Nope. Certainly not.
Okay. All right.
Go hit that button.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley Parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen.
Has to happen.
The most immediate desires, every single thing demanded by every person at every moment in time. If someone wants it, then it's a crime not to bring it into being.
Anything and everything.
Have we been given to indulging every fleeting whim for no reason other than to do so? Yes! Yes, it seems that this is now the world we live in. It seems that we are a people living in such bleakness and discomfort with ourselves that our entertainment is now our lives. It has come to represent us. It absolutely must speak to who we are as people, because otherwise, without our entertainment, we have nothing. Without entertainment, we would have to face inward toward the cruel bleakness inside ourselves. We would turn to look at our deeper nature and find a resounding emptiness gazing back with unyielding aggression. And so because of this, we require that our amusements and our playthings and our flights of fancy be so impossibly captivating that they consume all of our attention, turn our heads completely away from the bleakness. In effect, we have demanded that our entertainment be the collapse of ourselves. What a pitiful reflection of humanity.
Someone who has been dealing with some stuff the last few years.
To the human spirit they project. I'm not mad. I'm not mad about any of this. I'm at peace with it. I am the calm center of gravity around which these perversions hurl themselves. I am a waypoint for reasonable and collected discourse. They're the ones who are mad. They're the ones who couldn't stand the idea of me using my game to try to say something. Maybe they were just jealous of me. Yes. Yes, of course. They've been jealous of me.
I truly find this fascinating, but as someone, like, where do I click it? Do I let him go? How long?
What a sad
is he going to feel better if we let him go?
Now you can see it. You can taste the bitter
Which I know is
resentment.
ridiculous.
And my, how
a game.
good
It's a
does it feel
game. This
now
is
to speak truth to
pre-scripted.
these words?
Yeah.
We don't have,
Finally
like-
are now these thoughts out, contained and managed for so long, neutered and sterilized. At last I am free
like,
to truly think, to
our
feel.
decisions
It
have
must
made
be that they were so
an impact
discontent with
in
themselves
some way.
they couldn't
Yeah.
help but leave a negative review on Steam. Perhaps it says far more about them than it ever said about me.
Maybe
Perhaps
so.
the state of their psychological being was in such tatters, and my constitution and willpower are so ironclad in comparison. Perhaps it was this state that they sought some outlet through which to tear me down.
Could be.
This, you can see, is clearly why they felt the need to expect that the game be funny, that it be filled with yucks and whimsical humor.
Yucks.
Yeah, that's
that
a
it
great word.
amused them endlessly from start to finish. But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition.
Yep.
There's
But
the
where
loop.
are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up.
Back to silence.
How long is this loop?
I love the back and forth and the whole like, oh, well, we're gonna just sulk a little bit.
The end is never the end, is never the end.
Oh,
is
he
never
broke.
The end is
Oh,
never
he-
the end, is never the end.
he is a
never the
broken
end, is never
narrator.
end,
The
is
descent
never
into
the
madness.
end, is never
This
the
poor
end, is never
guy.
the end, is never the end,
I mean, it's
is
one
never
of
the
John's
end,
favorite
is never
things
the
in
end,
writing,
is
and
never
I guess
the
the
end.
descent.
The descent, the eventual just breaking.
The mind breaking, everything shattering.
Is that lower?
No, it's just the angle that I looked
Okay.
at it. Holy shit!
Whoa! Things have been going on. Can we get through somewhere else? Jeez. There went the
Can I
ladder.
pick up the ladder?
Nope.
Okay.
Can't pick it up. At least not yet.
Not yet. Can I don't have my jumping circle.
Nope.
All right, well,
Not that much new content. Hello.
hello? I see
Now can we
sunlight.
get out?
I see sunlight. I must be free. I must be free of my chains.
Can
No?
you grab the ladder now?
Oh, shit.
Now that it's daylight, you can see where everything is.
Nope.
Okay.
There we go. It's like I'm stuck. Oh, fudge.
Oh, this is not good.
Um,
This is definitely not good.
well, let's keep on going.
Okay.
Whoa. Okay.
Was there a fire? So what we're learning is while you are frozen, you are also indestructible.
Yeah.
Okay. We still have some light somehow. Jeez.
All right.
Is this room gonna like slowly just fill up?
Oh, button. Oh.
Way out.
Oh.
This is not what was here before. Are you gonna go hit the button?
I'm gonna go hit the button. I want to see if I can get up there. The button comes.
Hold on, explore around real fast. Can you even hit the button?
No, I don't think I can. I don't. I think.
Let's look around. Just like, yeah. Walk around the room a little bit.
Can I get up here? Yes. No. Well, nope.
Not
Okay.
really. What happened to our narrator friend? Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Thank you for joining us for the new content.
Come back next time?
We'll be playing stuff. Maybe this game?
I don't know. I'm scared.
We'll find out.
Bye.